I have hesitated to make this post for a multitude of reasons, but I thought it was time. I have been grieving over the last few days. I feel like we have had one tragedy after another, and I've actually contemplated getting off of social media altogether because I'm not at all happy with the fact that I accidentally saw some of the videos that have come across that not that long ago would have never made it onto the regular social media. And I think about the fact that I have grandchildren who are on social media occasionally, or at least, over the shoulder of a parent or whatever. And I was traumatized by what I saw. It stuck in my head. I spoke to a fellow friend this morning who also is traumatized. There isn't a single person who has seen these videos who isn't, except some people who have chosen to celebrate and condone and justify somehow. Everybody knows I am a very strong Christian. I'm a Catholic Christian. If you span over my wall, you're going to see all of the things that I use to remind me how to pray and who to pray and for and whatever. But I've never been put in a position where I really had to stand up for my faith, risk persecution necessarily. It's one of the reasons we live in America, is free speech. I'm devastated that someone who spoke their mind was unalived, and that there are people. Yes, it is their free speech to do what they've been doing as far as condoning this behavior. But isn't that sad that you would use your free speech that way? Anyway, I may not even post this because I know that I'm rambling and it's not terribly focused, but I've heard a lot of people that I respect come out, and the fact is that there were things that Charlie Kirk said that I didn't necessarily agree with, but I did agree with the fact that he and I believed in the same God, that he chose to fight for the rights of babies who had no one speaking up for them, that he changed hearts and minds in a way that brought them closer to God. I've heard many people say that his ability to stand up for his faith and speak his mind and the truth that he believed in really spoke to them. And the fact is that God created us to be intelligent human beings with the ability to disagree, to debate, to reason, to use critical thinking, to objectively look at things, try to put ourselves in the shoes of the people that are so that have these that we disagree with, right? To stand, to do our best to see through their eyes, because most people really have a heart for compassionate and loving, and they really believe in who they are and what they're doing. And our job's to love. To love. Sometimes that means that we admonish the sinner, right? Sometimes that means, even though we don't agree with you, I'm just going to put my arms around you and love on you and tell you that it's going to be okay. There are people grieving right now. I have felt like I lost a family member. I've been so upset about the situation. And I think mostly because it was so tragic. And I also am praying for the perpetrators in these events, their families, that they get right with God, because the God that I worship offers forgiveness no matter what. And so I'm praying for that, and I'm praying for their families, because there's a lot of really difficult things that families are going through. Not only the families that have lost, but the families of the perpetrators. This is a world that the world we live in was created by God. We were created in His image and likeness. And I know that every person that I look at, God loves. And it's my job to find the Jesus in them, no matter what they've done. So, take it for what it's worth. Spend some time really trying to get into the shoes of the people on the other side of the argument. And know that we got to live together. We got to make the best out of what we have. And we'll get through this. God bless you.